Meanwhile, paying up, an Eastern Kentucky hospital settles with the Department of Justice after allegations it collected millions of dollars for unnecessary medical procedures.
If you're a patient, you're wondering what happened, we first reported federal prosecutors were looking into King's Daughters Medical Center in Ashland last year. Today we learned the hospital will pay about $41 million in a settlement. News Channel 3's Dan Griffin's been following the story all day. Dan, the U.S. Attorney's Office says this is the largest settlement involving a hospital they've ever seen.
Well, Bill, and they say the nearly $41 million is roughly double the amount of money KDMC received through what they call fraudulent billing practices. The U.S. Attorney's Office says they've investigated several cases involving allegations of unnecessary procedures, including coronary stents and catheterizations, as well as unsafe practices at the hospital. They say between 2006 and 2011, KDMC violated several federal acts by submitting false claims to Medicare and Medicaid, receiving millions of dollars. The office also says the hospital overcompensated and paid cardiologists who referred patients for the procedures. Some people we talked to today were skeptical of the settlement. Others said it's about time.
So they can get on with their job and get on with them being a hospital, they have to go ahead and settle. I think it could get into a lot of, lawyers and a lot of problematic stuff as they continue the lawsuit. And so I think they were better off to just settle.
You think they've lost your trust?
Very much. Very much lost my trust.
Now, King's Daughters released a statement today saying they decided to settle the investigation to stop draining valuable resources. They add, though, this settlement is not an admission of any wrongdoing. And coming up tonight at 6, we'll tell you what will happen next with the medical center because of the settlement and hear more of what people have to say about all this.
All right, Dan, thank you. In addition to the money paid in the settlement, the hospital is going to have a little more oversight.
Right. According to the settlement documents, the hospital will undergo major internal compliance reforms and also be required to have a review of claims for the next 5 years.